The images of devastation that have emerged from Ukraine since the Russian military started their invasion on February 24th are horrific and heartbreaking. And the Western world is left to wonder how the citizens of Russia can tolerate the naked aggression and alleged war crimes of their military while carrying out the orders of the unflinchingly evil Vladimir Putin. Well, ITV just did a report that goes a long way towards answering that question. Their reporters visited the village of Komary, which is closer to Belarus than Moscow. It was here that Sergei Muravyev was raised by adopted parents, and it was from here that Sergei left to carry out his dream of joining the Russian army. Komary, which means mosquito in Russian, is off the grid, to put it mildly. The road into it is unpaved and very bumpy. They heat their wooden homes with giant ovens. Their dirt yards are populated by chickens and other small livestock. Villagers have no gas, limited phone signal, and internet. State TV is the only channel available. The area is dotted with memorials to soldiers who fell in combat fighting the Nazis during the Second World War. The ground is littered with unexploded ordnance from great battles where the Soviets fought and sustained heavy losses at the hands of the Third Reich. Every year they find more bodies of the 12 million Soviet soldiers who died during that war. This is the heritage that informs the locals' attitudes towards military service and national defense. And this was the attitude that was instilled in Sergei when he left at 18 years old and eventually became an armored personnel carrier mechanic with the 336th Independent Guards Naval Infantry Brigade stationed at Kaliningrad. He was promoted to able seaman right before the 336th mobilized for the invasion of Ukraine, part of what President Putin called a, quote, special military operation to denazify Ukraine and eliminate the threat to the motherland, end quote. Sergei was killed a month later on March 23rd during a battle in Zlatopol in the Zaporizhzhia region of southeastern Ukraine on the banks of the Dnieper River west of Mariupol. Several days later, the family was informed of his death by the head of the Regional Military Registration and Enlistment Office. The official told him that Sergei had wounds to his side and spine due to the fact he was shielding his comrades and innocent civilians from Ukrainian bullets. I don't doubt this because he never was one to hide, his grieving mother told ITN. He was always a hero. He stood for justice. He was always honest. Sergei's body lay in its coffin in the local cultural center after it was brought back to his family before he was buried on April 3rd. People came to say goodbye to him who didn't even know him, his aunt Svetlana Chernetsova told ITV. It was really nice to see that Sergei had won such respect. So many people came to say goodbye to him, crying, with flowers. He is buried in the family plot, alongside his grandfather, who was also asked during his time to sacrifice himself to the fight against Nazis. We have to believe Sergei did not die in vain, Svetlana said. When there was the Great Patriotic War, our grandfathers defended our country and the world from fascism, from the Nazis. They defended our motherland, and now it is the turn of our children. After his death, local school children wrote Sergei letters and drew him pictures of a tank with a Russian flag under a smiling sky and of a ship painted in Russian colors with missiles and aircraft flying overhead. Svetlana told ITN that she asked the children who have not yet gone to serve in the army whether they're afraid to go to Ukraine, and that they told her, "We are going to defend our motherland. Our grandfathers died and we will too for a peaceful sky above our heads." As far as how the Komary locals feel about Putin, Svetlana said she wasn't political, but she did approve of the special operations. His actions are always aimed at not capturing territory, but at helping, she said. He gave humanitarian aid to everyone. Whenever anyone asked for aid, he always helped. Russia's Ministry of Defense says 1,351 service members have died since the invasion started, while Ukraine's Ministry of Defense puts the number closer to 20,000. Unlike Sergei, many of the bodies of Russian troops were left lying in Ukraine at the scene of the battles which killed them. Russian state TV has sold the invasion to the public largely as an operation in the eastern Donbas region, and many Russians are unaware that it extends further to the west of Ukraine, and that attacks have happened as far west as Lviv and other major population centers. Putin has told them that Russian soldiers are freeing Ukrainians from their fascist government, a government which many Russians believe has been killing Russian-speaking Ukrainian citizens for the last 8 years. This difference in perception is perhaps a greater challenge than NATO's efforts to support the Ukrainian military against the Russian invasion, and a big part of why this war will continue to grind on even as images emerge daily of more atrocities and destruction. All right, that'll do it for this episode. If you're a first-time viewer, please ring the bell and become a subscriber so you don't miss anything. Give me the likes and comment. Check the links below for merch, including where to get the Punks trilogy, my first 3 novels about life in an F-14 squadron, now available for the first time as a Kindle. So check out Amazon.com for details about that. If you'd like to help support the channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon below, or become a patron at patreon.com/WardCarroll. In the meantime, I look forward to talking to you again soon.